Good morning, guys, gals. Ted from Pewview Farms here. It is Friday morning, March something, and beautiful, absolutely beautiful morning, guys. Yes, it was a little cold this morning. I just went down to the feed mill and was talking to one of the gentlemen down there, and he was telling me on his way to work that he had like -8 in the valleys. So yeah, it was a cold morning, but it's warming up. It's almost 20 degrees right now. We're pushing 30 some today. Definitely going to see a little meltage going on and everything, but really excited. I know we've been talking about frost seeding, and I'm sure half of you guys are thinking, this kid, he ain't going to do nothing. Well, I told you guys that the feed mill had some overdue late grass seed, and they were willing to give me a bag. Well, guess what? They ended up giving me 2 bags, free of charge. They wrote it off because it's old. They can't technically sell it. And we got 2 big bags of lush seed. There's all the specs and everything on it. It's some kind of fescue blend. Yeah, 100 pounds of free seed, guys. Anything free is awesome. And as you guys can see, yeah, we got some poultry starter grower. We are going to get the brood box out probably tomorrow morning after the boys are done with their basketball. And I'm going to buy some chicks from Tractor Supply this weekend. I'm going to get a little multi-variety of chicks, and we're going to raise our own layers again this year and get back into having some eggs here on the farm. So I'm really excited about this because obviously our weather is going to be changing, and I can get over next door, get the 3-point spreader hooked up. And I think what I'm going to do is, because this is just a grass blend, and I have heard, this may not take really well with frost seeding, but that is what we are going to do. I'm going to dump 100 pounds into that hopper, and I'm going to try getting 50 pounds of clover. I think that they had like 12 to 15 pounds of red clover down there at the mill. But I'm going to try getting some clover on hand and try doing some frost seeding next door. I know I told you guys when I talked to Soil and Water, he suggested make sure I have all my eggs how do I want to put it? He suggested that basically I make sure I got all the fencing and everything ready over there the way that I want before I start dumping money into the ground and everything else. Well, when you got free stuff, I mean, what can it hurt? It can't hurt anything, If it goes to waste, it didn't cost me a dime other than my time, and my time to me, it doesn't cost me anything anyways, because this is what I enjoy doing. If I had to come out here and I was grinding my teeth and biting my tongue because I hated it and I had to do it every day, it'd be a different story. But for me, this is awesome. I mean, as I say, I'm going to have money into diesel fuel, and that's it. And as long as everything stays up and we don't get no breakdowns, this is going to be a cheap endeavor. The clover seed, yes, is going to cost a little bit more. So I am going to have a little bit of money into it. But it's going to be primarily probably this soft leaf fescue grass mix over there. Yes, I have not got my soil samples back. I asked about those, and they haven't received anything from them. But once I get those soil samples too, those 2 main pastures, which are going to be one big pasture, and if I have time, yeah, I got water overflowing. How come every time I decide to chit-chat with you guys, I always got water overflowing? Yeah, I'm sure I'm probably going to get soaked. Or somebody is. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Where were we? I'm going to try if I got enough time, because I've been pushing it. I've been running errands this morning, talking to lots of different people. And basically, I'd like to get over there, and I'm just going to do a really quick rundown of what's going to happen. And it's very simple. we are set up with a excellent perimeter fence already. Basically, that whole farm is perimeter fence with 3 high tensile. There is some old metal wire that's going to be replaced, but that's simple. But we are all set in that aspect. But it's been broken up into 4 paddocks. So there is dividers. And what I want to do basically is take everything down but one section on the inside and just make one huge perimeter fence that I can go in between east to west with my dividers of what Brad was telling Jordan. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. And we will be continuously running these animals down the north end. And we'll be able to take hay off of it. It's going to open it up, make it a lot easier to be taking hay off of it and everything else like that. So basically we are set up. No, I don't have the water line run, but that ain't going to be nothing to do. For this year, I might subsoil a little bit of it and bury it, but I'm just thinking it's easier just to lay it down the one fence line and have a bunch of different little spigots every 50 to 100 feet. And that's how I will constantly make sure that those girls have water. So we have a really good plan in place. Like I said, I have not heard back from Soil and Sample. I know he wants to get out here as soon as he can start seeing some grass and stuff like that. And we're going to do some more talking. But, oh guys, I'm really excited. I just got 100 pounds of seed for free. And that's awesome. So, really looking forward to it. We're going to do the frost seeding over there. We're going to try it. We're going to try getting just a little bit better grass over there this year. And next year, it's going to be even that much more better because we're going to put that time and effort into it. But this year, with this free seed, can't hurt for me to go over there and broadcast it out and see what we can get going. And like I said, when we get the soil samples back, got an idea what the ground needs, and we'll pump some fertilizer to it. Shouldn't be too darn expensive, I don't think. So, I mean, I know it ain't gonna be cheap, but in the long run, it's gonna be worth it. So that being said, guys, that's what's going on. Hey, live stream last night was awesome. Thank you guys for everybody that attended. There were some new faces there. I was tickled pink. I had a blast. I hope you guys had a good time, and those live streams will continue. They are fun. Everybody enjoys themselves. There's no bashing. I absolutely love it. I love the conversations that go on, and I learn a little bit more and more each and every time I talk to you guys on that kind of a basis. So those things are going to keep going on for as long as I'm here, and I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. So I'm going to stop this quick. I'm going to let that water tub overflow like I normally do, and then I'm going to run over next door really quick, get my calisthenics in, and just kind of show you exactly what I'm talking about. Just make this a really happy Good Morning Friday video, guys, because if that ain't enough to put somebody in a good morning, vitamin D. I love vitamin D, and they don't get enough of it in the wintertime. Summertime, yeah, we get it, but wintertime, when you get that, it just makes for a great, happy, wonderful day. So, all right, guys. Look forward to talking to you here really, really soon. Can you guys say good morning? Everybody, I can introduce you guys to Rocky and Zoe. Rocky is the black one. He is our Yorkie Poo. I believe he's 8 years old, maybe going on 9. And then we got Zoe, who's 2 years old, I believe. I think so. Those are our dogs. Wish I could call them cow dogs. Kind of interesting to see what they do when they're out there with the cows. They just sit at the fence and antagonize. Cows are more interested than they are, I think. But yeah, those are the 2 dogs. That's what we have here for doggies. No cow dog on the farm. Just the 4-wheeler, which works pretty well too. I can manipulate that the way I want. No, we're just letting them out here quick before I got to go to work. But I figured I'd just let you say hello to Rocky and Zoe. Okay, guys, we ran over here really quick. All right, what we got going on here, this is the perimeter fence that is on the 27 acres. Basically, it's a very good perimeter fence. 3 strands, That bottom strand is on average 18 to 20 inches, which I like. The cows like to reach underneath there and clean the weeds for me, and a lot less weed eating. So basically around this whole property we have that, and then there's intermediate dividers on the inside of the 27 acres, which all are going to come down but one, and that would be that one right there along the tree line. That is going to stay. That is going to be where I'm going to run my black water line from the barn all the way down through that. Lay it right along the fence line, and so I will be able to divide this way. And like I said, there'll be water and there will be shade in every area for these guys. And I'm thinking it's going to work out really well. So hang on here, and we'll run up here and I want to show you guys. Okay guys, this is the intermediate fence that I plan on taking down. I'm out of breath. I'm trying to run around here and shoot a couple clips before I gotta go work. But yeah. Whew. Sorry. Yep, this is what's gonna come down. We have a nice border perimeter fence that runs down the roadside there. And basically, I'll be able to run through in between the trees. And like I said, do an excellent rotational program here. Really excited about that. And there are going to be a lot of materials here, good use. I mean, high tensile. 2 strands of, that ain't high tensile. That is. Metal wire, keep it on hand just in case of an emergency, but you know, this high tensile wire here, I get rolled up and get used somewhere else. But that's what's going to go on. So as soon as I can get out here and start rolling this stuff up, we're going to be doing that. Fence poles I'll probably leave in the ground for now. But insulators, everything. So I mean, there's a lot of materials here that I can use, reuse. I'm all about reduce, reuse, recycle. So, but I don't think I'll have any problems weaving my stranded wire for my dividers through here. And I'm only going to be running 2 wires at a time. And I'll get a footage on it. I got one of them wheels pasted off to figure out how much wire I need to get for at least 2 sections. And bring those cows up, start them at the barn when they come over here in the first, probably second week in March, I would think, depending on how everything is here. And just constantly start working up this way. Give them a 5 to 6 day graze period. Let them graze it down to, I don't know, 4 inches, 6 inches, and just keep going and see how it works out. Really stoked about it. I'm really excited to find out from my soil samples too exactly what is needed here. Like I said, I'm not gonna probably pump into the ground this year 100% of what's needed, but I am gonna do some kind of fertilizer here to help it along. And lime, I'm definitely gonna probably lime again if it needs it. I'm sure it does. And might have a little line in on some lime. I don't know yet. I gotta do a little more research. Like I said, anywhere I can save money. If you look down there, I know this camera doesn't do justice because it makes everything look 1,000 miles further. But yes, that is separated down there with a gate to come through. That's going to come down also. Because then, if we ever decide to do just this whole old landing strip. This is a landing strip, basically. These used to be an old airport. And this was all the airfield. So basically this whole thing will be open. Free to do whatever I want. And You know, even if we get the cows up to, let's just say halfway up by that bucket or whatever that's in the snow up there, and it's ready to have hay taken off, or, you know, that's just time will tell. I can't tell you what's going to happen here for, you know, how the grass grows and stuff like that. But I do know for a fact, this big paddock that I'm standing in right now, it seems like for the last 3 years since I was using this property, by the time I was getting the girls into here, it was plenty tall. Some stuff had already gone to seed, and I was brush hogging because there was a lot of waste, a lot of dead stuff. So with what's here, I know that there's potential for at least taking half of this off in hay, and can never have enough hay. I mean, we already have more than ample amounts of fields that we can do hay with, but I'd rather have it on hand. I'd rather be able to make more baleage this year, so I can feed at least 3 bales of baleage next year a week to the girls instead of just 1. So that's basically the plans. It's basically most of these intermediates except for that one, because that is just a perfect spot for me to run a water line and not have to worry about it. They're going to come down. So the wire will come down and get rolled up and get reused somewhere else. Maybe across the street. Maybe if I decide to get bigger and bigger. I got 20 acres over there that we do hay in. But there's always a potential of putting a border fence on that, taking a first cut, and then letting them graze in individual dividers. That's the plan. That's the route we're going. But just really excited. I wanted to show you guys the seed that I got from the mill today. Thank you very much, Farmers Mill. I appreciate it. You don't know how much that meant to me. I plan on continuing doing my business there. They've treated me well. Really good guys that work there, and I don't know. Whew. Yeah, I need to get in shape. Damn. All right, guys. I guess that's it pretty much. So, thank you for everything, guys. And I really look forward to talking to y'all real soon.